Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning on in to our Valley News Now desk this morning. Check out that beautiful sunrise that we're seeing over in a Red River Valley Fairground sky cam there. Pretty cool. And we got some pretty good temperatures coming our way for this week to kick off our Monday. Got some pretty good news for you here. One more time, thank you so much for joining us here on our Valley News Now desk. My name is Alex Larson. So we're going to kick things off talking about just that, what is happening outside. We're going to take a peek at our website to give you a better idea of what we're seeing right now. All right. So I'm going to share my screen with you here, and we are going to get started. All right, sitting right now in Fargo at 25 degrees, fair conditions, feels like 16 out there. Ouch. But as we continue on through the day, we're going to reach a high of about 50 degrees. Going to be cloudy, windy for the afternoon. Cruising on down here, you can see Tuesday afternoon, tomorrow afternoon, that's going to be mostly cloudy, overcast, a breezy mid-late afternoon. I do want to click on our 11-day planner here. So today's high is 50, tomorrow's 50, Wednesday's 54, Thursday's 34, Friday's 38, Saturday's 50, Sunday's 54, Monday 56. So really, I mean, other than that Thursday, Friday dip, we're sitting pretty good, especially for March. What do they say? In like a lion, out like a lamb. I think that's exactly what we're seeing this year. And if you've got any weather photos you want to share with us, you can do so over on our website, or of course, as always, your free VNN News app, where you're able to show us exactly what you're seeing outside. Always fun to see your guys' pictures. And again, speaking of which, remember our First Alert Storm team works very hard to keep you updated in the know with everything that's happening outside. And you can stay up to date with that latest information over on your VNL weather app. Free in the App Store, easy to use. No matter if you got an iPhone or an Android, you can get your hands on that. Moving on to our news portion of this segment, we now know who died in that deadly White Bear Lake house fire Saturday morning. NHL reporter and podcast host Jessie Pierce is one of the 4 people killed, along with her 3 children. White Bear Lake firefighters were called to a home on the 2100 block of Richard Avenue around 5:30 in the morning. Neighbors calling 911, reporting flames coming through the roof. When crews got there, the house was completely engulfed. Firefighters worked to get inside and found 4 people and a dog all dead. Minnesota State Fire Marshal's office is investigating the cause of this fire. Minnesota Wild releasing a statement calling Pierce, quote, a kind, compassionate person who cared deeply about her family and those around her. The team says she served as a, quote, dedicated ambassador for the game of hockey. Moving on here, members of Isadora Wengel's family joined volunteers in Battle Lake Saturday, still searching for answers nearly 3 months after she was reported missing. Joshua Haidt is accused of murdering Wengel. Around 50 volunteers turning out, covering several key areas in and around Battle Lake.
It's been hard, sleepless nights. I'm close to her grandmother, so we talk on occasions, and I know the hurt that they're feeling, and we just want closure.
Battle Lake is one of the locations investigators have identified as a possible site where Wengel's remains could be found. And a Fargo law firm is breaking down the reasoning behind a court-ordered competency exam. This comes as a Cass County judge requires accused murderer Joshua Haidt to undergo 2 different mental health tests before standing trial for the death of Isadora. So according to court documents, Haidt must complete competency and criminal responsibility exams at the North Dakota State Hospital. One Fargo-based lawyer says the test will help determine if a defendant has the mental capacity to understand legal proceedings and assist their defense attorneys to ensure a fair trial.
The assessor wants to get the patient's version of what happened during the act. So it's possible that the person was not involved in the act. But if they were involved, they want to assess what the point of view of the patient was at the time. So they get their assessment of what happened and why and how, and were there other people involved.
Haidt's charged with murder, tampering with physical evidence, and providing false information to law enforcement. Fargo police arresting a man they say threatened to burn down an apartment. Officers were called Saturday to a disturbance in the 1500 block of 48th Street South. They say an unwanted guest was threatening to set the apartment on fire. Police identified that suspect as 36-year-old Andrew Flying Horse of Fargo. He was arrested for endangering by fire. That's a Class C felony, and he was taken to the Cass County Jail. Police say the investigation is still ongoing. Fargo School Board meets tomorrow, and a notable item is on the agenda for tomorrow night. Superintendent Corey Steiner is asking to give up his raise. District officials say his contract for the upcoming school year includes a planned salary increase, but Steiner says he doesn't want it. Superintendent citing the district's budget constraints, saying he wants to freeze his pay for the second year of his contract. It's not clear yet if the board will take formal action on the request when it meets at 5:30 tomorrow night. And happening today, Wingstop in Fargo is opening its new location. The restaurant at South University Drive is holding its grand opening this morning at 10:30. Address is 2301 South University Drive. It's right by that new Starbucks up south on University. This comes after Fargo's previous Wingstop on 45th Street suddenly shut its doors back in 2019. Exciting news for anybody in the wing world out there. Well, that's about all I got for you here on this Monday morning. Remember, I kickstart this thing at around that 7:30 time frame, Mondays through Thursdays, to give you the latest of what we're covering here in our newsroom for today, particularly what happened over the weekend. But we're always available for you online and on air. You can find more on your VNL News app, free in the App Store, easy to use. I'll see you back here tomorrow. I'm Alex Larson. I hope you have a great rest of your day and an even better rest of your week. I'll see you then.